John Carter was not the man he used to be. Once a decorated soldier with sharp eyes and a steady hand, now he was a tired father in a small town, working long hours at a repair shop just to keep food on the table. His daughter, Lily, was his whole world, a bright-eyed 8-year-old with a laugh that could cut through even the darkest of his memories. Life hadn't been easy since his wife passed away 2 years ago. John carried the grief like a second skin, but Lily gave him a reason to keep going. Every morning, she'd hug him tight before school and say, "Be brave today, Daddy." He would smile, even on days when the weight of the world nearly broke him. One chilly evening, after picking Lily up from dance practice, they stopped at a gas station on the edge of town. John was topping off the tank when Lily tugged at his sleeve, whispering, "Daddy, look." Across the lot, a woman was cornered by 3 men. Their voices were harsh, their movements threatening. Most people would have looked away, pretended not to notice, or quietly driven off. But not John. He told Lily to stay in the car, locked the doors, and walked toward the commotion. His military instincts kicked in, the way one man grabbed the woman's purse, the way another blocked her path. John's heart pounded, but fear wasn't new to him. He'd seen darker nights in foreign deserts, faced worse odds. "Hey," he barked, his voice commanding. "That's enough." The men sneered, not taking him seriously. But when John stepped forward, the old soldier in him came alive. Within moments, he was defending the woman, blocking a punch, twisting an arm, sending one of the attackers sprawling to the ground. His training wasn't gone, it had just been sleeping. It wasn't a flawless fight. He took a hit to the jaw, his ribs ached from a hard kick, but he didn't back down. His daughter was watching. This woman needed help. He couldn't fail either of them. Finally, the men fled into the night, cursing and stumbling, leaving the woman trembling but safe. John offered her his jacket, his voice gentle despite the blood on his lip. "You're okay now. You're safe." The woman's eyes filled with tears. She wanted to thank him, but words failed. She only whispered, "God bless you," before he guided her to a safer place and returned to his daughter. Lily's little hands reached out as soon as he opened the car door. "Daddy, are you hurt? You were so brave." John smiled, brushing her hair back. "I did what anyone should do." But deep inside, he knew that wasn't true. Not everyone would risk their life for a stranger. Not everyone would set that example for their child. He thought the night was over. But life had just written the first chapter of a story he could never have imagined. The next morning, John expected nothing more than another long day at work. His jaw was sore, his body ached, but he kissed Lily goodbye and brewed a cheap cup of coffee. Their little house was humble, 2 bedrooms, creaky floors, a patchy front lawn. John never cared about riches, all he wanted was stability for Lily. But as he opened the blinds, his breath caught in his throat. Parked across the street were not 1, not 2, but 3 gleaming Rolls-Royce Phantoms. Their polished black frames shimmered under the rising sun, looking impossibly out of place in his modest neighborhood. Lily ran to the window, her eyes wide. "Daddy, are they here for us?" Before John could answer, 3 sharply dressed men stepped out of the cars. They weren't threatening, they looked respectful, purposeful, as if they knew exactly why they were there. John stepped outside cautiously. One of the men introduced himself. "Mr. Carter, we were sent here by the woman you helped last night." John frowned, confused. "I don't understand." The man continued, "The woman you saved, she's not just anyone. She's the daughter of a wealthy philanthropist. Your courage didn't just protect her life, it touched her family's heart. They asked us to bring these cars here, but more importantly, they asked us to deliver a message: whatever you and your daughter need, you'll never face it alone again." John was stunned. He wasn't the kind of man who sought reward. His actions had come from instinct, from duty, from love for his daughter. He tried to protest, shaking his head. "I don't need all this. I just did the right thing." But Lily clutched his hand, whispering, "Daddy, maybe this is God helping us back, like you helped her." Tears burned John's eyes. For years, he'd struggled in silence, carrying burdens too heavy for one man. Now, because of one act of courage, his life and more importantly, his daughter's future was about to change forever. The cars weren't just symbols of wealth, they were symbols of recognition, of gratitude, of the truth that when you live with honor, the world has a way of repaying you in the most unexpected ways. That evening, John sat with Lily on their porch, watching the sunset. "Daddy," she asked softly, "why did they give us all that?" He squeezed her little hand. "Because, sweetheart, when you do good in this world, it doesn't go unseen. And sometimes, kindness finds its way back to you." And with that, the single dad who had once felt invisible discovered that one act of bravery could echo louder than he ever imagined, not just saving a life, but reshaping his own.